What's up, YouTube? You're watching Knowledgeable Nick. Just thinking about this chapter in Ego is the Enemy. Don't be passionate, all right? I have heard plenty of times in life, oh, you got to be so passionate following your dreams. You got to do something that you're passionate about. And but he's going to clarify first what that exactly is, like the definition. He specifically says, we got some Air Force fighter jets up here, so that's pretty awesome. But passion is just unbridled enthusiasm. Okay, so when you're like super fired up and just like over emotional, okay, you don't want to be passionate in that sense in anything, in relationships and in pursuing your dreams. Now, you should have emotion tied to those things, I personally believe, but this unbridled, like, oh my God, I'm so excited, I'm gonna be rich someday. Like, I want to be more even keel. I want to be like right here. I want to be present with you guys and in the moment. And it specifically says, in our endeavors, we will face complex problems, often in situations we've never faced before. Opportunities are not usually deep, virgin pools that require courage and boldness to dive into, but instead are obscured, dusted over, blocked by various forms of resistance. What is really called for in these circumstances is clarity, deliberateness, and methodological determination. But too often we proceed like this. Oh, I want to be the best and the biggest ever. I want to be the youngest whatever, or the only one, or the fastest or the mostest is what it's talking in here. And I just want to share like my perspective about me with this YouTube channel. And I am enjoying the process of making these videos in this beautiful Florida weather here, but I'm not super emotional. I am here. I'm using, if you read the book Cues, I'm using competence cues. I'm competent in what I'm talking about. And I'm sitting here almost emotionless like Bill Belichick, okay? Bill Belichick was not passionate, all right, in that sense, like super overly emotional, but he won a bunch of Super Bowls, okay? And I started to realize that a lot of successful men specifically, even women too, it's not about like how overly enthusiastic you are. Now there are certain personality types for sure that are going to act like that, but somebody who has warm, excited cues, you can't trust to lead you like a competent person, okay? If you have a coach for a team and you have a super bubbly, oh, I'm so excited about basketball, or you have somebody like John Wooden, who is talked about in this book as being dispassionate or emotionless, the person that you want leading your team is not that super awesome, I'm so excited about this. And that's not the person you want to hire either. I found that in job interviews for me, just sitting there, just completely calm, having no agenda, not even trying to sell myself on the job, just like, all right, this is what I am. I do this, this, and that. I know this. I can help you in this area. That has worked quite well. But if people, when you come off as super passionate, it's seen as low status, okay? It's seen as low status. And by status, I mean social status and competence, okay? Not financial status. So if you're a salesperson who is super like bubbly and excited about like, oh, check out this product, like, now you should be excited. Maybe some people that you're connecting with connect in that way with you. But if I'm telling you about a high status product like a plane, you should see there's a private jet salesman on YouTube I started watching. And he has no emotion. He's like, all right, it's literally like, oh, what do you want? Yeah, this is the jet you want. I mean, we're talking about 6-7 figure deals here. He's not out there like, oh my God, this is the craziest plane ever. You got to get in it. Okay. I'm going to be so rich someday. Okay. You got to be even, and you got to just be just present in the moment, And the word I like to use is equanimity. Equanimity basically means that I am in the same emotional state no matter what the situation is. And that is a rock and a foundation. And if you're a man here and you'd like to, have relationships with beautiful women or whatever it is someday, you can't be a super emotional guy. That's not going to work. Okay. She's going to test you, and she wants you to be a solid rock. And see, women have emotions that can flutter, and they generally are looking for a man who is a solid, stable guy. And I encourage you to be that, and that's what I am learning to encapsulate in success on YouTube, and success in other business areas, in success with women, whatever it is. Learning to just be logical and be there and evaluate the situation. Take the emotion out of success, because guess what? You're going to have good months. You're going to have bad months. I'm going to have hopefully a video that's going to pop off, and I may have 99 videos that get 30 views before I get one that gets 1,000. I heard this quote I was actually talking to, I have a couple friends that are in the music industry, and one of them was saying, you need to play 1,000 shows for no people before you play one show for 1,000 people. And I had a friend, and he came out. He flew from San Francisco to Minneapolis to do a small show at a small venue that had probably 10 people there, at a small town bar. And I asked him, I was like, hey, dude, day 2, you can check him out. Day TWVVO, day 2. But I asked him, like, you just came all the way out here to play for no people. How did you have the same energy and the same vibe that you always do? And he's like, dude, it's like second nature, I just do this, I've done this so many times. I perform the same show with the same level of energy no matter what. And that's what, Bill Belichick was talking about in that chapter of The Art of Winning. He's like, dude, when you get to the Super Bowl, everyone's there. You're all excited, right? We have a show where no one's there, or a show where 1 million people are there. And you need to be equanimous like Equanimous St. Brown. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and Amon Ra's brother is Equanimous. I think that's an awesome name. Even keeled, constant emotion, no matter what the situation is. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and hope that helps you. And I would check out this book. You can get it from my affiliate link. I will put this in the description as well.